Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. Accounts with banking companies we are seeing. In the last class, I taught you Form A, balance sheet format and schedules. Schedule number 1 to schedule number 2, it was in the balance sheet. Now today we'll see profit and loss account format. This is in the form B. Form A was balance sheet. Form B is a profit and loss account. In Form B, we have schedule number 13, 14, 15, 16. Only 4 schedules we have. If you learn the format of profit and loss account, banking companies, you can go ahead for the practical problems. Now, very simple and easy. I'll make you to understand this format of profit and loss account. Now, here, Form B. So this is profit and loss account. As usual, triple zeros are omitted. 3 zeros we don't write last 3 zeros. Now format is same like balance sheet. Particulars we are writing schedule number, current year, previous year. Okay. So first we are writing first column income. How much income we have? Income is divided into two parts. One is interest earned. Excuse me. Interest earned means how much interest we have earned. The banking company earned income. Okay, so that interest earned by the banking company. How they are going to earn the interest? Whenever they give any loans, whenever they give anything credit, then they are going to get the interest. That interest earned. Schedule number 13. Say schedule number 13 is interest earned. Next, other income. Apart from the interest earned, other income is schedule number 14. Able to remember? Under income column we have two items. Schedule number 13 is interest earned. Apart from interest earned, other incomes are schedule number 14. Whatever is given, that will be doing in the separately, showing separately. Schedule number 13, 14 separately will show, and whatever amount we get, that will be writing here, previous year and current year both. So this is total income. Total income is this. Income is part 1. Second one, part 2 is expenditure. Profit and loss account, we used to write credit side income and debit side expenditure. In the same way, income is over. Now expenditure. Expenditure also two parts. One is interest expanded, means interest paid. Interest expanded means interest paid. So that is schedule number 15. How much interest is paid by the bank? When bank is taking any loans, then they have to pay the interest. That interest is this. Interest expanded. And operating expenses, schedule number 16. Interest expanded 15. Next, operating expenses means the expenses which does not comes in interest expanded. Everything comes under the operating expenses. Schedule number 16. With this, schedules are completed. Schedule number 14, 15, 13, 14, 15, 16. 13 is interest earned, 14 is other income, 15 is interest expanded. Here interest earned, interest expanded. And other expenses, we are saying it as a operating expenses. That's all, 4. Then apart from this, you can write one more thing, that is under the expenditure, provisions and contingencies. Any provisions and contingencies. It does not contain any schedule. Schedule is not there, so I kept it blank. Though schedule is not there, we can write it under the expenditure. So total income, total expenditure. Then third part, part 3, comes profit or loss. You are going to get profit or loss. How do you get profit or loss? Income minus expenditure. Total income minus total expenditure, you get the profit or loss. Here another one is there. Profit or loss brought forward. Brought forward means this is given in the problem itself only. So first one is which we got it from the income minus expenditure. And second one, profit or loss brought forward means this is given in the problem. Okay. So with this, profit and loss account is over. And under the profit and loss account, though we are not doing anything, there is appropriations, adjustments. Some appropriations. What are appropriations means? Few points you have to remember. Transfer of all kinds of reserve, like statutory reserve, transfer of other reserve, 2 reserves we are transferring. Okay. And transfer of Government dividends are proposed dividends. Transfer of statutory reserve, transfer of other reserves, and transfer of government dividends are transfer of proposed dividend. Okay, and balance carried over the balance sheet. So this is also we have to write. So only 4 items comes under the appropriations. The total will write. That's all. Now we'll discuss about the 4 schedules in depth in detail. First schedule is interest earned. So this is here schedule 13, interest earned. Interest earned. So how they got the interest means there are few points. One is 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 points we can say. First one is interest or discount on advances or bills. Interest on advances. When they give advance, they get the interest. That is also income. Okay. Interest on advances, discount on bills. When the bill is discounted, that is also income. Okay. Interest on advances, discount on bills. This is point number 1 under the interest earned. Point number 2 is income on investment. On investments we get the interest, that is income, right? So income on investments. In the same way, interest on balance with RBI and others. Interest with the on balance with the RBI and others, and any other income. So altogether schedule number 13 is talking about the interest only. Interest on FD, interest on investments, interest on any other balances given, advances given, anything. Interest we are getting means schedule number 13. In schedule number 13, interest earned. Schedule number 14 is other income. Schedule number 14 is other income. The income which does not comes under the interest. Everything is other income only. What are the other income? We have total 7 points are there. So first one is commission, exchange and brokerage, which doesn't comes over there. So we are writing here commission, exchange, brokerage, profit on sale of investment. This is also income. When you are selling the investment, if you get a profit, income. If you get a loss, that's the expenses, loss. In the same way, profit on revaluation of investment. Profit on revaluation of investment. Investment, when we are revaluating, if you get a profit, that is income. And profit on sale of what you are selling? Profit on sale of land, building, any other assets. When you are selling any kind of asset, if you get a profit, that is comes under the schedule number 14, other income. And profit on exchange transactions. When you are exchanging, if you get a profit, and income earned by the way of dividends, etc., from subsidiaries and joint ventures. Through joint venture subsidiaries, anyway, through dividend, if you get anything, that is also income. And miscellaneous income. Anything. In simple one words, you can say, when you earn anything through the interest, that is schedule number 13. The income which is not under schedule number 13 is schedule number 14. That's all. Easy to remember. 13, 14 is over. Now coming to the expenditure. Expenditure also we have 2 schedules. One is interest expanded and operating expenses. Interest expanded means interest paid. Interest paid. Now see, interest expanded, schedule number 15. We have only 3 points. One is interest on deposits. Somebody are depositing on that. The bank has to pay the interest. That interest on deposits. And interest on RBI, interbank borrowing. Taken anything from RBI, on that you have to pay the interest. If any borrowings from other banking, that also you have to pay the interest. And any other from other banks or financial institutions, from anywhere, if you get anything, on that interest you have to pay. So that interest expanded, under that it comes schedule number 15. Interest expanded, schedule number 15. Now schedule number 16 is other income, other expenses. Other expenses means operating expenses. We don't say other expenses, we use the word of operating expenses. There we said other income, but now here other operating expenses means other expenses. Operating expenses means the expenses which are not related to interest. Everything, all expenses comes under the operating expenses. Example, you can see lots of items. First one, payment to and provisions for employees. Anything is payment to employees, that's expenditure, operating expenditure. And provisions we are making for the employees also, it's operating expenses, and rent, taxes and lighting. In fact, profit and loss account we used to write indirect expenses, no? So all the expenses except interest. So rent, taxes and lighting, printing and stationery, advertising and publicity, depreciation on bank's property depreciation, directors fee, allowance, expenses. This everything is related to directors depreciation, advertisement, printing and stationery, rent and taxes, payment and provisions for employees. Okay. Now coming to auditor's fee and anything related to the expenses of auditors, law charges, postage, telegram and telephones, repairs and maintenance, insurance, other expenditure. Other expenditure means apart from all these things, if still anything miscellaneous, missing anything is there, that comes under the other expenses. So these are all the operating expenses. Am I clear? Only 4 items, 4 schedules you have to remember. Under income, 2 schedules. One is interest earned, another one is other income. And under the expenditure, interest expanded, that is schedule number 15. And operating expenses, schedule number 16. That's all. Very easy to remember. Okay. Take a screenshot. Hope it is clear. And make sure that balance sheet form A and profit and loss account form B, both you must be perfect. You must make a note what is schedule number 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. All 16 schedules you must be perfect, then only you will be able to go ahead for the practical problems. So make sure and write the notes very clearly, and next class we'll work out few short problems. If you understand short problems, then we can go for the lengthy problems. Okay, stay connected and practice well. Don't forget to share these videos. Check out the playlist. There are many subjects which already covered. Okay, see you. Good luck.